Hey Mama and Papa, what I thought I would show you on this video is my Sony e-reader. I bought it on Black Friday for $99. This one has buttons on the sides and control buttons on the bottom. So what I thought I would show you first is you turn it on up here and it takes you to the home page. And as you can see, it says home, then continue reading, books by title, books by author, books by date, and so on. What you would be interested in is books by title, which I will select, and it shows you a list of all the books that I currently have on my e-reader. What I'm interested in doing is downloading books from my North Carolina Digital Library to my e-reader so that I can read them for free. Here are a list of the titles that I have, and on there is the book Next by Michael Crichton, and I will show you how I downloaded that book. And this is the North Carolina Digital Library. This is my wish page. So every book that I've ever wanted to read, thought about reading, might read, authors that I like, everything, I put it on my wish list. And some of these are audiobooks. That's why this is it says EReader.wmv audiobook. So that one is an audiobook. And then what I need for this is what I need for my ebook reader. I need the EPUB ebook. So I usually keep a lot of stuff in here, and when I'm waiting for something to come off of hold so it'll be available for me to read, I put a lot of things on my wish list, and I'll go through here, and as you see over here, like this one says hold request. So I can click on this and it will put this book on hold for me at the library, and when it becomes available they email me and let me know. But this one, as you can see, is available right now. It says add to my NCDL ebook bag, which is North Carolina Digital Library ebook bag. But this is an audiobook, so I'm not going to listen to audio right now. I'm working for looking for EPUB books. So I will find one that is available. And Michael Crichton, this one is available. Michael Crichton, Next. I've never read this. I just recently added it. I think I added it yesterday. And so here I'm just going to click on add to my North Carolina Digital Library ebook bag. Okay, so now it's in my ebook bag, and I can continue looking for some, or I can proceed to the checkout. And before I confirm my checkout, I just want to make sure that everything is hooked up. Okay, and it goes right in there. So now then it has this lovely, it says do not disconnect, it is charging. So now I'm going to confirm my checkout, and I'm going to download. Now this, I have to say yes, I want to, and this is my internet security system. I do this and I have to say yes, because this is just my security system. Here is my book. It's in my library. So right there. So here's my reader. Here's my library. So click on this and I drag it over to my reader and I put it in. And you notice the little status bar went blah 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 blah. That meant that it was putting it in there. So now I click on my reader and this shows everything that I have in my reader. So I went from my library, which is on my computer, to my reader, which is connected to my computer, and this shows everything that's on there. And this is the one I just downloaded, Next by Michael Crichton. And here's the fun part. Right there it says 13 days. So I have 13 days to read this. Usually it's 14 days. I don't know why it's saying 13. And let me go ahead and finish this up. And I'll turn this off and read it. And see, now it just says USB connected. It doesn't say do not disconnect. Okay, so now I can show you how you're gonna actually read the book. You go to the title on there and you select the button next to it, and you go to the beginning and select the beginning, or if you've been reading it, you just go to continue reading it. And that's what the book looks like. That's the front cover, black and white cover. And you can scroll through, and there's the copyright information, and then the table of contents, and so on. You have 14 days to read your title, and if you're not done reading it by that time, even if it expires, you can still read it as long as you don't plug it into your computer, because once you plug it into your computer, the computer will say, oh, it's expired, you have to delete this, because you're just borrowing it from the library. You didn't purchase it. Now, if you want to purchase items, you can. You just go to the Sony EReader bookstore, and you buy them and you upload them to your computer, just like I did from the public library, only you're purchasing them, and then you load it onto your book, and those stay there forever, for as long as you own your e-reader. But now I'll show you all the ins and outs of reading the book itself. So I will show you an example of what it looks like. Now this is an example of the text, and it's about the size of a paperback. So as you can see, the text might be a little small. So what you would do is you go to this button right here, which is the zoom button. You press that, and the type gets larger. And if that's still not large enough, hit it again, and there you go. And anybody could read that. So it's very large type, or it scrolls back down to the smaller. And that's the regular type that it comes with. Now, if I want to return home, this is the home button. Or if I just want to go back to where I was, go here. If I want to bookmark my page, that's this button here. And I'll show you what happens. You hit bookmark, and look in the corner. It folds down a little corner and marks the page for me. So if you want to take the bookmark off, you simply hit the button again, and the bookmark goes away. So that is an example of what a book looks like. Now if you need to flip a page, you just go, if you want to go back a page, or if you want to go forward a page, and you just read it like you do a book. It's very thin. It's thinner than my hand. Of course, I have a very large hand, but it's thinner than my hand, and I can hold it in one hand. There's a little bit of a glare from just making the video, but it's a very matte finish. It's not like reading on a computer screen at all. It's like reading a book. It's very book-like. So there's no eye strain, and I really like it. So this is my Sony e-reader, and I hope you guys enjoyed learning about it, and I would really like it if you have any questions. You can comment below. Whatever you need to know, just ask me. I love you, Mama and Papa.